Welcome back to another episode of the Boar's Nest. I'm your host, Bubba Duke. This fine gentleman down here is OMD. How's your week been, my friend?
It's been good. It's been another hard physical week, but such is life with the shoot job.
That's what happens when you need to make money to support your butt. It's
Exactly.
not easy. But I
Food,
will tell you, it is fun. I'm enjoying my shoot job a
right?
lot.
Yep,
I've actually had a job offer at the old job driving transport again
right,
and literally said, no, I'm too happy where I am. I get treated with respect. People, I feel genuinely care
right,
how I'm doing where I'm working. So
right.
thank you to that job. I appreciate that kind of love there. I know you get the same thing where you work, people genuinely care how you're doing.
Right. Absolutely.
So,
I had my boss tell me the other day directly, I like you and I want you here a long time. And that was after I told him I want to be there for the next 20 to 25 years. So,
I even my boss um, will come over and say, you know what, dude, I'm glad that I hired you. You're a hard worker. Thank you.
right, right. And sometimes
Like
that's all it takes,
that puts a smile on my face for the day. It makes
right?
me happy. It makes me know that at least the effort that I'm putting into making this company my company,
Right.
it's noticed. It makes me feel good. Um,
Yep.
so we do have some news. Um, I have been getting mixed uh, information. Hey, Chris, welcome to the show. He says, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Yes. Good evening,
Thank you.
Chris. Thank you
Excuse
for
me for having
joining
to burp in
us.
the middle of that. Yes, thank you so much. I've been getting mixed information about one, whether it's a movie, a TV show, whether it's live action, cartoon. I'm talking about the Gargoyles. I
Yes.
do know that the company that bought the rights to Gargoyles, yes, they are making a new cartoon. Well, it's the same cartoon but newer. Um,
Right.
you have found that they're making a live action movie.
I've
Is that
heard
correct?
both live action movie directed by Kenneth Branagh, but I've also heard that they're producing a live action TV series for Disney Plus. I'm sure that all of this is going to be on Disney Plus,
Obviously,
which
because they
which
were
I
the
don't have.
people.
Um,
We just haven't loaded it yet.
so yeah, we just don't
Yeah.
know. So we
So yeah,
will be
we're a little
keeping an eye
unsure.
on that. Yeah, we will be keeping an eye on that. I can tell you this from all reports that I've heard is that it will be Kenneth Branagh directing the movie.
Which is going to be cool.
Yes.
So, as news comes in on these really cool movies that we're interested in, such as Gargoyles, we will give more information as we figure things out. We will let you know for sure. Like, I just recently found out that there is a new Tremors movie that is
Yes.
soon to be released. And ironically, a little plug here for Ford, they have a new truck with a trim line called Tremor.
Okay. I've
So we
actually
can figure out what that's going to look like.
I just heard about Tremors today.
Okay.
Actually my coworker who also happens to have a shoot job at the theater was telling
Oh,
me about
nice.
it.
Nice. I've actually seen
So,
a clip of it. It was leaked. Um, and wow.
yeah,
Wow.
I will have
They,
to
go ahead.
look into that a little later on this evening.
Yes. Now, I will tell you there is one. I only seen one that I recognize because they showed it really fast because it was sped up. But there is one original character that I know because I recognized that character. I'm not going to tell you who, but
Right.
it's one of the original movies. It's
Wow.
still
I was gonna
part of.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I have not seen Tremors in a long time. I also heard something. Now, this could just be rumor or scuttlebutt, but apparently there's possibly a new Mimic coming.
I heard that myself. Sorry, I was just kind of scanning my DVDs to see if I could pull the. I have the entire collection
Oh,
of Tremors,
nice.
so I was just trying to see if I could find it. But I heard that also myself. I've heard that is coming out.
Yes. And
Or
and I,
Tremors.
one of the other things that I can tell you that I have heard for the holiday season this year, if you want a throwback to our past growing up,
Oh God.
is don't get them wet and don't feed them after midnight.
No, are you seriously talking? Really?
I'm talking
The
Gizmo,
goblins? Dude, I had
Gremlins.
it's in a box right now. I have the original toy, and it's this big
Nice.
of Gizmo, and I used to put it in my truck to keep the gremlins away.
Right.
Yeah, it was cute. He has the hard ear, the big ear, and the hard nose like they have. He's so cute, and that would be cool if
Right.
they're coming back with that. Now,
Yes. Now,
is it a
this is something
remake?
that's what I'm wondering. Is it Gremlins 3 or is it a remake? I don't know.
Now, do you
Big
know
Joe.
Joe's here? Joe,
Big
nice to see you,
Joe.
my friend.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Yes, thank you for showing up.
We're happy to have you here. You're welcome here anytime.
I will tell you right now, while this gentleman is in this room, him himself and one friend that we know, Carl Carefelt, are the reason I got into podcasting.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes,
I
it's a
will
big
admit
credit
that
to
to the
them.
day I die.
I've had the pleasure of spending time on the J&K podcast back when it was on Energy Rock Radio with Joe and Carl.
I
I've
did
had the
as well.
pleasure of joining them for some of the interviews, and again I want to express my appreciation to them for
Yes,
that.
yes, 100%. Um, Carl and Big Joe will always have an invite to this show anytime they want to come in and talk, whether it's video gaming, wrestling itself. There's always an
Yes.
invite for those
Yes.
two gentlemen anytime they want to come in. I don't care
And
what we have planned. We'll
and
switch it.
actually, speaking of wrestling, we do have some new
Oh,
news that
ooh,
came out after
ooh.
Turnbuckle Talk, and that is
Yes.
that coming next summer is the Bash in Berlin,
Ooh.
as
Oh,
WWE
that's
will
gonna
be
be cool.
presenting a PLE live from Berlin, Germany.
Wow.
On
Now, is
top
this
of
something that's brand new?
brand new, this was announced yesterday. On top of
Ooh.
that, on top of that, there is talk of the Backlash PLE, which comes up after WrestleMania, emanating
Mhm.
from Paris, France.
Wow. Okay, so 2 seconds of your time, just in case you have other announcements. I just want to. Has WWE ever been to Berlin or France?
I believe they have, but just for part of their European tours. They've never done a pay-per-view
But
event.
it's never been
Or
televised. Like,
right. Now
okay,
you factor in Elimination Chamber is coming from Perth, Western Australia in February.
No way.
Now you've got the bash in Berlin and potentially backlash from Paris. Not on top of the Saudi Arabia shows. So
The
this
crown
is
jewel
now
and stuff. Yeah.
the Crown Jewel, Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes. Okay.
So this is huge, huge news.
Now, is this? How do I put this without sounding like a complete asshole? Is this because Vince isn't part of it anymore?
Um, I don't think so.
Be-
I think this was always something that's been in the works, but I
okay.
do think that the potential for Paris, I believe Germany is part of them now trying to get NXT Europe up and running.
Okay. Okay. So let's go with this show. If it's big, then yeah, we'll start this because we know that the demand for that product is there.
Well, NXT Europe is something that has been in the works for over a year.
Okay.
So now this is probably the potential that you're probably going to see a lot of big name superstars, but they're probably going to be there with these shows, either scouting talent or they're going to have NXT Europe up and running and maybe trying to get some of these guys some exposure.
Okay. Which I mean, good for WWE um, to think outside the North American box.
Right. Now, it's funny because when I looked at the dates for
Okay.
Bash in Berlin, it is literally the Saturday following All Elite Wrestling's All In pay per view coming from Wembley Stadium on the Sunday. So you will have these two
Ooh.
international pay per views exactly a week apart.
Wow. Now, do we see some one-upmanship happening? Or you do this, well, we can do this better. You can do this, but we did it better.
I'm going to say that's probably a part of it, but I'm going to say no. I think this is probably, again, this is both companies. It's this traditional of following suit, right? One company's got to go to Europe, so they're going to do it on their European tour, right? You've seen it, like AEW did their
Okay.
Canadian tour. Boom, here comes WWE through Canada. So it's going to roll
Yeah.
just like that. And it's going to give that international wrestling market that boon when it's all coming through. We've been seeing all of these
Um.
other wrestling companies
Yeah.
gain
Yeah.
their
It just
exposure.
it. I feel that this point in time, this new wrestling era, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, wrestling's starting to slowly creep its way back up that hill of uh, importance and popularity, and
See,
you see
and
it
I
slowly climbing, not like it was.
no, it's not
Oh,
like it was, but I see them trying to, strap a rocket to it and push it right back to the forefront of where it used to be. And that's especially now because you've got this merger with TKO Holdings and Endeavor, who now own UFC
yes,
and WWE.
which is in their right. UFC is a giant in its own right, in its own
Right?
sport, just like WWE is. It is a giant in its own right and within its own sport, which is cool that you
Absolutely.
have two of them under one roof now. Um, I look forward to seeing what they do. Whether they just that's you, this is this, and we're just kind of the company in the middle saying, okay, yeah, go do this, or hey, listen, we got this that we want you to show up to because we booked blah 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 stadium,
Yeah.
and it's the first time ever that that company's been allowed to go there
Yep. Well, and I mean, we
for
started
a
to
major
see it
pay per view.
even a couple of years ago with the show that they did in Wales, the Clash at the Castle. So now you're starting to see that
I forgot
expansion
about that.
into the European markets. And I'm all for it.
I
The
I
thing
have
that makes
zero problem with it.
the thing that makes it tricky is just because they're not where, 20 years ago they would air the show live, but they would also pre-tape it and then air it on pay-per-view here at a start time of 8 o'clock Eastern. Now it's just live with everything streaming, and it makes it
Yeah,
harder
they
to
can't really.
watch.
Yeah. I personally don't mind them going into Europe. Honestly think it's a good idea. It widens your fan base and makes you more popular worldwide. That not saying that they weren't popular worldwide, because I mean they were technically, but now you're
Absolutely.
giving these sitting in front of their TV watching, because that's all they could get at that point. Now they can say, listen, this time of year, we're saving our money between now and then. We're buying tickets because that's our main event. That's where we're going. That's our
Right.
holiday, our vacation, our what we want to do. That's their
Yep.
big thing.
Yep.
Joe, you can chat with us here anytime you want. I'm just taking a time out here for a minute from our news and stuff. Um, it'll be the day that somebody tells me that I can't mention somebody in my comments. I don't care what issues they have with said person. I don't have issues with that person. That person's honestly, I consider him a good friend. You want to come in here, talk wrestling, talk games, and discuss what we're discussing, by all means.
Yep.
Anything over and above that, I could give two shits less. I don't care. They've never told me, because I think they know better than to tell me that you can't mention said person, you can't talk to this person, you can't nothing with this person. Because I would tell them to um, fly a kite, to be honest, because this boar's nest was started and will continue to run based on the premises of it's my show, my product, and if anybody doesn't like it, I'll leave. I'll go somewhere else and do my show. I really don't care. Um, and if they have a problem with that, then sorry, not sorry, because it's again my show. Yes,
Right.
OMD has a major part to do with this show, but as far as Nest is concerned, that's my baby. And nobody tells me what I can and do on my show. So if Joe, if you want to come on this show and you want to be on here, I don't care what anybody says. I'll have your ass right here beside us. Well, sorry, this side, and we will have a discussion about wrestling, uh, sports, anything. We'll talk anything. As you know, we're not
Yep.
mentioning names about other people because yeah, that's
You
polite thing not to do.
Yes. And I do know
I
that
yeah,
Big Joe has relaunched an old podcast as well. Was it the HTM podcast that you relaunched there, Joe? Hitting the
H,
marks?
HTM. Oh, dude, I haven't heard that one in forever.
Yes, I believe that's
Wow.
the one he
See,
relaunched, but I'm just awaiting confirmation.
yeah. So we'll continue and then we'll jump back to that.
Yes.
Yes, the being overseas I think is a good idea. Starting NXT, they have what NXT UK, brilliant idea, because now you got people in Europe, the UK to watch that product. How smart was that?
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they're going to do a European NXT.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I
Because
can get
they've
behind that.
like NXT UK has closed up shop, but now they want to
See, I did not
expand
know
it.
that.
Yeah, they closed up NXT UK a year and a half, or late, or mid last year, with the plans to try and get launch NXT Europe. I believe it was supposed to be early this year, but just with everything going on,
Okay.
of course, the sale everything got delayed.
Well, with what's been going on, I can understand there's a bit of a delay. Not that it's just we're not doing it. It's okay. Well, time out for a minute. There's something a little more important going on. Let's
Yeah.
finish this detail so we can get that detail going. Now that's going to be cool. So your Europe NXT basically is just going to tour all of Europe.
Yep, it's going to
That's going to
encompass
be
Europe.
cool.
They are looking at, I mean, NXT Europe is going to sort of be the, I guess, trial run, because they want to expand, because there had been talk of NXT Germany back when there was NXT UK. But they are also looking at what they call global localization. So you can start seeing
Explain that.
so you can start seeing a performance center popping up here, popping up here, popping up here. So we could get NXT India, NXT Europe, NXT Australia.
Wow.
What about NXT Canada?
Well, yeah, that'd probably be North America is basically what that one's going to be. But if they did, that would be epic.
It would. The problem with that, and this is where, again, I do take a little bit of issue, is, again, you've got too many pay-per-view events or PLEs. I'd rather see them trim back from their 12 to the big 6. Let's say I'll go 6, and you keep your big 4, because you can move some of your marquee type matchups back to their original pay-per-views. Move Money in the Bank back to WrestleMania.
Yeah, because that's where that started, eh? I forgot
move Hell in a Cell back to SummerSlam. Keep your Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Oh, hell yeah.
How about bring back King of the Ring as a one-night tournament?
Oh, dude, that used to be that pay-per-view and WrestleMania were the two that I would save money for.
Yes. And yes, Chris Best, you are absolutely correct in that. In saying that if they do, there's dudes on the CWE roster who deserve to be a part of NXT Canada. Absolutely.
Right? That's where you. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you there.
That is just me spitballing.
Yes.
Some of it is, yes, I have heard that in the scuttlebutt and on the dirt sheets, but that is just me spitballing as well. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go. But yeah, I'd rather see them cut back to the 6 big pay-per-views.
Okay.
6 NXT PLEs. There's your 12. And then you can scatter in your international. So you don't have to have 24 PLEs.
What if I'm just going to roll this in with yours? Yes, 6. Okay, cool. 6 for NXT. Okay. So let's take the 6 for NXT and split them. You have a couple European and a couple for here.
Good call.
And don't do it North America, and then go 3 for the other one. Go North America, Europe, North America, Europe, North America, Europe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this way you're getting exposed to the European wrestlers, and you can go, whoa, why is this guy not here on what's called the main roster
right
now? Because he's not good.
Yeah.
Wow. Just idea there, Triple H and the guys at Tico and all the other companies that are listening. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it easier for your main roster guys so they're not overexerting for a pay-per-view every month. This way you can have storylines like they used to in the day, where it would slowly, gradually build momentum, and then, okay, yeah, we're at a pay-per-view because that's it. I've had enough of you. We're going to this next paper, and I'm gonna whoop your butt, and that's the last. You know what I
right,
mean? Those were the
right, and
days,
it's
man.
right, and it's the same thing of, I mean, going back to, the Attitude Era, and even Ruthless Aggression, when it was, let's change the
Yeah.
title every other week.
Oh my
And
god. Right.
John Cena loses to Edge one week, wins it back 2 weeks later, drops it to Randy Orton the following week, who drops it to
Who
Edge, who drops
then?
it to Cena.
It, it literally went between those three guys there. Just whatever.
Yeah,
You got enough talent on every roster right now that you could hold that title from one pay per view to the next, and if he's good enough, retain that to the next pay per view.
yeah. I mean, I'm all for a long-term champion. In certain situations, like, but 6 to 8 months
Yeah.
is sort of my ideal timeline, not, um 3-4 years.
No, that's a bit much. Yeah. But like to have the guy run with it for from pay per view to pay per view, or a couple months, like you said, yeah, that I can understand that, and then have somebody just outsmart that person to win the title.
Yeah,
It's not hard to do, people. Like, look at CWE right now, right? Okay, how long have they had? Oh, what's his name now? And I'm gonna mess up his
Mentalo.
name. Mantelo.
Mentalo.
How long has Mantelo been their champion?
I'm honestly not sure.
He's traded that title on and off a couple times, but he wins it by outsmarting his opponent,
Right,
not not necessarily out wrestling the guy, just out thinking his opponent, which is really cool. I mean, he's a good wrestler. I got his autograph. I got a picture and an autograph from the guy the last time he was here, and he. You look up the background and the history that this gentleman has had in the wrestling industry. You're just like, how did you not make it to the big show, like to WWE, and win all
right.
their titles? Like
But you know
literally,
what? There are
he's
people
literally just
that,
like, I chose not to.
yeah, there are people on the independent scene that will absolutely
Yeah,
choose not to go.
yeah, like that's what he said. He's like, I literally chose not to. I chose to honor my fans that have stuck by me through thick and thin by staying in the independent circuit so that they could see me.
Right,
Good for him. That's all. Like I had a good long chat with the guy the last time I was there. It was great.
right.
Um, but we are halfway through our show, bro.
We are
um,
halfway through, and we've got to take these people. Well, we got to take them down a rabbit hole. I think it's time to channel
a
our.
huge rabbit hole.
It's time to channel maybe our inner Alice.
I every time I play this game, dude, I feel like um Alice in Wonderland, except for I'm Robin in Gotham City.
Right, right.
It's crazy. So
It
just so
is.
everybody knows, we are going to be switching headsets, so we're not going to be using this mic and this headset. Just because we need to hear audio as it's happening. Excuse me, between our Xbox and the broadcast, it's a little bit delayed. So we're gonna mute this stuff and put on our headsets now, and we're gonna talk to you through there, so everybody on Twitch can hear us too. So give us two
Yes.
seconds, okay?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Uh, well,
Okay.
not loud, but clear.
Let me. Oh no! I just knocked over my circle light here. My ring light, my circle light. Okay, let me unmute the game so you can all hear what's going on. If it's too quiet, too loud, definitely let me know, people. Because I want you to be able to hear what's going on. Because this game is literally a giant rabbit
And
hole.
Chris
What
is
happened?
not hearing us.
Let me double check my audio settings.
Okay. Are you? Now, Chris is watching on YouTube.
Oh, that's okay. He should be able to hear us. Let me just go into my settings here. Mic is on, camera's off, this is on, microphone. Oh, how about now, Chris? Can you hear us now? Okay, man. I don't hear nothing now, except for my game. Did you jump back over onto the other headset? Is that what's going on?
No, I'm on the
Oh,
gaming
there you are.
headset.
What am I hearing then? Oh, it's the game.
That's the
The
game
other
because I was
headset.
just doing I was looking at my bat cycle, but
I got people watching over here on Twitch as well. Thank you for watching. Sorry, I don't have my Twitch up, so I can't see what you're texting. But give me 1 second.
oh, Chris is saying we're extremely choppy.
The internet's running a little choppy because of the weather, so I apologize. Whoops, I don't need that. I need this. I'm just trying to get my chat up so that I can see what people are texting to us.
Oh wow, I've got a bunch of suits in my thing that I can craft, but I'm not going to do that. I've got a bunch of ranged weapons that I can craft, but again, I'm not going to do that because
Yeah,
if I
Chris.
craft them, then I just have to dismantle them.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, Chris, it's because he's on my Xbox through the audio. It's going to be a little choppy because the internet's a little choppy. So I apologize. We're working on getting different things um, done. Okay. Finding Miss Harley Quinn. So let me go back over here to the Bat computer. Make sure I got my Harley Quinn stuff. There we go. Yep. All right. Let's go out on patrol, my friend.
Let's do it.
Let's see if this works. Now, I would use my other mic, but it's going to give me feedback like a loop.
Right.
So I try not to do that. And plus, if I got a burp really loud, I can mute my mic now.
Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have maintained the same characters from last week. So Bubba is still Robin. I am still Red Hood.
Yes.
Honestly, when I play games like this, and having not been a Batman fan, or I shouldn't say that, a fan of Batman games or Batman style games, I typically
Yes.
do not change my character. I was the same way with Outriders, same with Destiny. I've never created a character. I always try and ride the same one.
There's something 100 down there, right there. Let's go slap guys first.
Okay.
But I will let people know in this game you can play as all 4 characters. You do not have to stick with one character. I stick with one character because, well, I like Robin. I can't be Batman. I'm going to be Robin.
I know you can cough up more money.
just annihilated those people.
Right?
All right, and then the next thing is you get off the street as quick as you can because the police do come in really fast.
Yes, they do. Now we are
Oh, you got
looking
it
for
right there.
on our map.
It's not showing me where she's at, dude. Like I clicked on it, track, untrack. So I'm tracking it now, see if it comes up. Got nothing. I'm gonna go a little higher here. Whoa. That was really loud. Okay, so the heck?
There it is.
Oh, I didn't even know I could do that.
All right.
I'm just looking around. So when you play this game, just to let you know, if you're on your own, you progress through the game at a certain speed and unlock certain things. Now, if you jump into somebody else's game, it will unlock whatever is done in their game onto your game. So it kind of like messes you up just a little bit.
Yes. I don't remember what mission you had for Harley Quinn that you need to go and find. For those that, because I haven't streamed all week, I have completed Harley Quinn. I've completed Clayface, and then Bubba and I both completed Clayface again last night.
Well, I always stream. I always stream on my my Twitch, which if you want to go to Twitch and see me there, it's Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. Just Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. All one word, lowercase letters, all one. I'm constantly streaming there throughout the week with OMD.
Yes.
It's kind of our side hustle, you can call it, just to kind of keep everybody in the loop as to how far we get in games, how much, all that fun stuff. Just want to say welcome to the Boar's Nest, everybody. We got some people on Twitch, and we got some people here in the podcast on YouTube, on OLE, and on Turnbuckle Studios. Both of those, you just look out Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke.
Right.
Just want to say, in a very short period of time, we are going to have hashtag Triple R, which is Ring Respect Radio, with our good friends Bobby Munson and Papa Smoke. Please, people, check them out. Those guys know what's going on when it comes
They
to
are
the world of
fantastic
wrestling.
people. So if you go to your case files and maybe go to paging Dr. Q, you might
That's
go
what I have.
back to the Belfry and launch it. I don't know.
It says track, so I'm tracking it, but it doesn't. Give me a second here. I'm just going to go to the map and see if it brings anything up. No, it's not bringing nothing up.
Right. I'm wondering if we have to go back, like I said, back to the Belfry.
Yeah, I'm just going to jump into the. We're just going to jump back in. I'm not even going to. So there has been things that we have gotten done, like our fast travel points.
Yes.
I highly recommend before you get too deep into the missions and jumping around the map and get those points done. It definitely makes things easier for you throughout the game.
Yes.
I don't know if Mr. Morn is still in here. If he is, give us a quick shameless plug on what you're up to, my friend, and if you're podcasting at all anymore, because I would like to check out your product.
Thanks so much for your help with that assignment. I ended up finishing the course at the top of the class.
Right. So yeah, check out under case files, check out paging Dr. Q and see if we can do it that way.
Nope, it doesn't say launch or nothing. Give me a second here. I'm just gonna check something out here real quick. got? So earlier, OMD was talking about merging or fusing mods. All these things right here that you see on the screen in 2 seconds here, right there, as you see them, you can take these and fuse them together to make something better. I have not done it yet. I did it twice yesterday, but not today because it takes a lot of time.
You know what? I want you to try something else. Go to challenges.
Oops, so I just hit the wrong thing. Challenges. Harley Quinn. Enter Harley Quinn. No, it still won't do it.
Really?
Oh, hold on. Open. Nope. Take out Harley Quinn's criminals in hiding at the labs. Okay, so we got to do the labs first. That's why. Okay, now I know what I backed out too far. Damn it. So let's take the first lab is where?
Well, we can go
I
to.
don't see any of them. I got a prison transport
Well,
attack.
there's Star Labs. There's Quartz Labs.
Hmm. Let's witness under attack by the mob. So we got to
You have to. You need a mock one
to
anyway.
interrogate. Yeah, so let's go get these guys. And maybe it'll slowly unravel everything else I need to get Harley Quinn.
All right.
I don't know anymore. I'm literally, this game is so interesting and becomes like we've called it the rabbit hole. It literally becomes that. It becomes a rabbit hole that you just are like, whoa, where's this end? And then you're like, 3 hours later, you look at your clock and you're like, oh shoot. Like, well, where did time go? Like last Friday, I played this game. No, it was Saturday. And oh yeah, we gotta go across that bridge. My daughter left. It was about noon. So about 12:30, I sat down to play the game, thinking, "Oh, I'm just doing a mission, right?"
Yep.
Yeah, no, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm like, I can't believe it's that long already.
Yep. No. Typically, I mean, anybody who knows me, they know I'm a sports fan. And so, you know, like I'm gonna watch the Leafs after the podcast tonight, or you know, I watch it on Saturday night, and then you know, I jump on, and the next thing I realize it's 3 in the morning, and I'm wondering why I'm sleeping until 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it's like, you know, and I would keep going if I didn't, you know, look at the clock and be like, well.
Right, if you don't look at the clock, you'll go for hours. That's why I say in this game, if you don't have time to continuously play, don't start it. Just don't. It's yeah. Here's the franchise.
Units requested near the federal building. We've had reports of gang activity.
In the night.
Make sure you interrogate a member of the mob.
Jesus.
Oh, they seem eager.
Oh, come on. This one guy. Like, you guys are so weak, dude.
Down for the count.
And I can't even hit them once. Or,
Right?
oh, it's just right. Excuse me. I gotta interrogate somebody. Come on.
Hey, maybe we can talk about
Whoa, where am I going?
Good evening, Bobby. What is up with It's playing some Gotham Knights and Boar.
Shamelessly.
Time to go.
Okay, get up on a building. You said time to go. Why is that's the police? Where did you go? Oh, you
I'm
picked the
above
highest
you.
building.
Which is not what I was trying to do. And I go crossing with you.
We did this last one. No, you can come up here actually.
Okay.
We didn't open the back of that. There's a chest in the back of that police truck, and we didn't even get it. That's too funny.
Well, there's no police there.
Yeah, there is. That's okay. We'll just go over here. Is that? It's over by the docks. So yeah, if you're gonna play this game, definitely have a lot of like free time because
Yes.
once you start the rabbit hole,
There's no going back.
you're gonna be like the Mad Hatter. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna be stuck in Alice's Wonderland and not be able to find your way out.
Okay, why am I...
Why are you what?
This does this to me every time. I'll start a direction with you, and then I wind up going...
Like I just did. I went the complete wrong way.
Officers requested near the Chelsea Tunnel construction site. We have reports of stolen
Ooh.
goods being moved.
Organ deliveries make me tense. Too much.
There it
Batwing
is.
or Batarang.
Where could it be? I'd better stay out of sight.
You know, if you fought her, you'd lose.
Look out for intruders.
What about the
Oh, you got an organ harvest. No, I don't like the organ harvesting. I don't like the time going.
Why can't I hit this one? Jeez.
This will make
Show.
Where can I drop this thing? I can't let it get warm.
Oh, did you pick it up?
I did.
All right. Come up here with me. Can you follow or on a bike if you needed to? I got you around that way. Because this bike wouldn't crush that car. Like, come on. Get a grip. I'm behind you. Just keep going. Yeah.
And this is gonna help someone. No, you did a good thing today.
Just doing what's right.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't know if you've seen the building I went on, but I'm above you now. All right.
I see how it
it's
is.
going to be fun. Themed it toward dark gimmick and Halloween based question. Nice, dude. It's going to be a cool show.
Yep.
If I don't get too far down, I might have to come watch. Okay, so who's this over here? We're gonna jump on here, see what we got. There's a bunch of triangles to go to. Here, who's this? Jade Hopkins.
Yeah,
Dr.
she's the
Jade
doctor.
Hopkins. I gotta visit her.
All right, well, let's go do that then.
Just straight down the road here. I'm just gonna run on the tracks. I don't care.
Right? We can't.
Come get me.
Unfortunately, we cannot ride our bikes up here. And no, we cannot jump from the trains either.
No, I tried, and it pushed me right off. Dude, we got 4 viewers in our show right now.
Nice.
That's craziness.
Well, we appreciate all of you.
Yes. Thank you for showing up. Welcome to the Boar's Nest. I am your host, Bubba Duke. The gentleman underneath me here is my
There you
good
are.
friend
Get over
OMB.
here.
Hashtag game changer, hashtag game breaker.
Okay. So she gave me something, but there's a bin here that we can open. So let's get that.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your help. And take care of yourself.
And now you have
Yeah.
to be careful because I know we both unlocked having the League of Shadows in town.
Oh,
So we
goodness.
do
yes.
have to be careful with some of these chests.
I don't know what building this is, but it's off the ground. That's all I care about. Just
Uh,
going to kind of peek around here for a minute.
Yep, with the League of Shadows in town, we have to be careful with chests because they will trigger explosions, and then
You
it's a
see the-
quote unquote ambush.
Yeah, and those guys are hard to beat. 105 to your left. You see that? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's a triangle over here with a question mark that says mob high if you want to do that.
Ooh, where? Where? Hold on. That question mark?
Yeah. That's mob high. And you need
Yeah,
a
let's go
mob.
do it. Yeah, I gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna. Yeah.
Oh, I included.
Oh, jump back in.
Yep.
Internet lag tends to do that sometimes. I know it's not the game.
For a kid, you sure know how to kick ass, Robin.
Holy cow, those people scared me.
Yes.
I don't know
And
why you're on top of a building.
just as a reminder, coming up in about 10 minutes time, we will be jumping over to hashtag Triple R, Bring Respect Radio, 2Speed, for Bobby, and CBRS Entertainment to do their trivia contest.
Yeah, I might jump in. Like I said, if I don't get too far down this rabbit hole, because I could be here too and then have to go to work.
Right? Yeah, I get work early tomorrow, so I'm not.
I'm the on-call guy, so
Just about finished. Ah! One of those men. What's that money move now?
I know it's
I'm gonna use my police ability to try and get over to you as quickly as possible.
Can't run from me. At least try to dodge.
it's not letting me interrogate though.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
I gotta find the.
They should have just stayed home.
That
That's how it goes down when we team up.
Guess we're almost there, dispatch.
I'm coming. Stay there. The cops are coming.
Okay, no problem. I'm here.
I killed them all.
I see that.
Unconscious gang member at my location.
Unconscious gang members at my location.
Right.
What?
We do have an armored robbery as well, or a prison transport.
Where's that? 351 to the right.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we do enjoy traveling by our zip lines because I mean, not only do we feel like Spider-Man,
I was just thinking that, dude.
sometimes it's faster than the bike.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
bike
going
just-
to be the first to admit that I'm not very good at driving the bike.
What the heck? I just like completely fell. Oh, look at all the guys we got here.
Near New Shell Hill. We've lost common prisoner transport.
No! What's Robbie doing here? Take that door down!
Whoop your ass.
I or they've got the drum master.
Oh, I just leveled up. That was cool.
Nice.
Get me the hell out of here already!
Who's our prisoner today? Mob Brawl Captain. I'm not letting you out of there. Eat it.
Come on, get me
I
out of
would.
here!
Dude, I found another batarang.
Nice.
Just what I was looking for.
Okay, so
So our alarm is about to go off, and I'm going
Yes.
to need a minute before we travel to our next quick destination.
you know
I
what we're gonna do?
apologize. The Raw Watch Along got lucky. I didn't have to do a locker room visit, but tonight I do.
That's funny, people. So I'll take this couple minutes and say, if you have a question about our show, please feel free to ask. If you want to give some input, or you have a game that you would like us to try that is on Game Pass in Xbox, because we don't have the ability to just purchase any game at this moment, please let me know. Yeah, OMD in his locker room visits, right? Let us know. We generally play games that come up on Game Pass as like day one releases kind of thing. That's what this game was. It was a day one release. We grabbed it because, well, I'm kind of a bit of a Batman freak. I kind of like Batman. And I heard that he was dying in this game, so I wanted to check out how they did that storyline with him dying, being such a big character in these games. So far, I'm going to tell you right now, they did an amazing job bringing characters from the background to the foreground, making them the main character, which isn't hard because, I mean, they're the Titans, basically. Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. Awesome characters. Very well put together
All
storyline.
right.
Whoa, hello, and very well. The thing is I could do the story completely different than OMD does it, but we'll end up at the same spot.
Yeah.
Which is really cool about the storyline, because literally, I didn't do Mr. Freeze right away. I did part of the Harley thing. I did a couple things for Mr. Freeze, and I did the entire Clay and then went back and did Mr. Freeze, and then did the rest of Harley Quinn. Now I just got to finish finding and find her, and now I got to
Yes.
find some judge now. And you've done that stuff already, and we're
Yes.
still pretty well in the same spot in the storyline.
Yep.
So
I've actually, as we mentioned earlier, defeated Harley Quinn.
yes,
Uh, I've defeated Clayface. We both defeated Clayface last night.
yes, we did that together last night. Yeah, that was cool.
We defeated Dr. Freeze a second time last night.
Yes, we did. It was because the storyline brings it back to, and it was just it was really cool. Okay, I don't see anything on my board right now, so I'm gonna go back to
To the Belfry.
the belfry, which is where the heck? What's right here? And that is where we're gonna end the show today because it is that time.
It
where
is. It
we would
is.
like. I don't want to hand it over to these guys. I really don't. I'd love to sit here for hours and show you how deep this rabbit hole can really go. But we unfortunately have no time for that right now.
We don't,
But-
and we have our shoot jobs in the morning.
Yes, I was going to say that. But we need to go to work and we need to, live normal lives as normal people because this isn't our jobs yet.
Right.
Unfortunately. I
You know what?
personally have nothing
I
else
even
to say.
think if this became a job, I'd still keep the shoot job on the side.
Yes. I would. So I'm Bubba Duke. This is OMD. We would both like to say thank you for coming. It was great to have you here. Until next time, friends, like our friend Jerry Springer used to say,